Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Hornet Report. I'm Caroline Gates.
And I'm Michael Koutelos. I'm glad you're back and feeling better, Caroline. We definitely missed you on set.
Oh, I missed you guys too. But I saw the episode you did last week and Tori did a great job filling in for Anger. Thanks again, Tori.
Anyway, on this week's episode, Wesley Swan reports on the Teacher Talent Show. Jake Brancati gives us a sneak peek of this year's spring musical, Godspell, and Mike Fazzino recaps the hockey season and other winter sports. And finally, Michael Campanella reports on this year's National Honor Society Inductions. Caroline, why don't you start us off?
Of course. Holmdel has had a hockey team for 2 years now, and judging by this year's record, there's been a lot of improvement from last year. Mike Fazzino, our sports anchor, has a scoop on the recap of the team's great season. Mike?
Thanks, guys. The boys' co-op ice hockey team has just finished the second year of its program, and they took a huge step forward this season, putting up an 8-8-5 record. Stephen Walier had a chance to talk to the team about their progress and the future.
2 years ago, Holmdel and Marlborough started their co-op hockey program. In past years, both towns have had a limited number of players join their teams. As a result, they decided to unite as one co-op team. In their first year, they ended without a single win. This year, they made remarkable improvements, ending with a .500 record of 8 wins, 8 losses, and 5 ties.
When you have a coach who brings, systems and things of that nature, it's difficult for them to adjust to it. And I think they've finally came and gelled a little bit better as a team than we did last year. So
last year on our record, we didn't have any wins. So this year, we're really tight. Put the work in, and we're getting wins.
The team finally clicked together. We're all working as one, and it's just everyone's in unison.
One way the team has shown improvement is through practice. As a great basketball player once said, "Man, we talk about practice."
The coaches definitely bring a higher intensity this year, which is really good for games that are coming up.
With 8 wins this year, they are starting to find out what it takes to be a winning team. In the future, Coach Anderson and his players hope to continue to see improvement.
Practices are just a lot more intense. Everyone's giving 100%.
So you're a senior. What do you think the future holds for this team?
We have a lot of underclassmen, so it can only get better from here. A lot of talent with the sophomores and freshmen, so it's looking bright.
look, we want to get better every year. As long as we have players, we can get better. Our biggest problem, we came from our first 3 years, we won 2 short conference championships, and we're in the third year. We're in our third. We lost in the finals, so we want to get back to that level, and we want to get back to winning season for the kids, because it's not fun to lose. And you get more kids wanting to play the game if you can show that you have a good program.
The future looks good. Hopefully next year we get we make sure and maybe states, so that's be good.
In the coming years, the hockey team has their eyes set on much bigger goals. The players know that they have exceeded expectations this year, but need to keep up their hard work in order to make the playoffs next year. If they continue to improve, the future looks bright for our hockey team.
If there's any players over in Holmdel that want to come, we're going to win next year, so come and get us.
In other sports news, the girls' basketball team defeated Delran 42-31 in the first round of the state tournament, bringing their record to 12-12. In track and field at the State Indoor Meet of Champions, Kira Yonklis finished 11th in the pole vault and Stephen Walier placed 18th in the 55-meter dash. That's in the entire state of New Jersey. I'm Mike Fazzino, and that's the Buzz in Holmdel Sports.
Thanks, Mike, and congratulations to the hockey team. This year's spring musical is a little different from the Holmdel Theater Guild's usual choices. This year's production is the rock musical Godspell, which is based off of the Gospel of St. Matthew. Jake Brancati went behind the scenes to get a preview on the show. Jake?
What is Godspell about?
One word: Jesus.
Godspell is about the story of Jesus Christ, but the main theme of it is really community and togetherness.
It's basically a big Jesus Christian musical, not in the way that people would assume. I wouldn't say it focuses too much on the life of Jesus, but more of what he taught.
There once was a king, who decided to settle accounts with the men who served him.
What is the music in Godspell?
Music is based on your almost stereotypical 1970s rock group, because that's when it was written, in the early 70s.
Although it looks simple set-wise and costume-wise, The challenge is that the entire cast, the entire ensemble is on stage at all times.
Well, the big challenge of teaching any music to students is getting the right feel. Rock and roll music is very different than choral music. So when we do a show like this, I have to worry about teaching proper voice placement and teaching proper technique.
What do you do in the show?
I am dance captain. I also sing in Tower of Babel, and I sing a song called Turn Back, O Man.
I'm Jesus.
I play the role of Judas, so I'm kind of Jesus's right-hand man, and I help out with all the parables, and I help facilitate and boss people around, and I baptize everyone. It's great. It's great.
What have you done to prepare for your role?
Well, definitely I've practiced my lines and practiced the music, and also I've been trying to bond with all my castmates because, of course, community is really important in the show.
I've really tried to bring myself back to a childlike state because so much of the show we're innocent. We're like children.
I've worked so hard, and more than me, just the entire cast has worked so hard and has worked so well with each other, I think, that it's really been just a very productive, efficient, fun, a real learning experience for us all.
Thanks, Jake, and good luck, HTG. I know I'll definitely be seeing the show on all 3 performance dates, March 10th, 11th, and 12th.
You know, I heard that the leading man is very handsome.
For those of you who don't know, the Hornet Report's very own Mike Koutelos is playing the lead role of Jesus.
Yep, that's me. But seriously, comes to the show on March 10th, 11th, and 12th at 7:30 p.m.
Anyway, the Teacher Talent Show was a huge success this year. Teachers and administrators from Village, Indian Hill, SATS, and the high school all got together to show off their talents. Wesley Swan reports.
Thanks, guys. I'm Wesley Swan here at the 2nd annual Teacher Talent Show. Let's check it out.
Talking about the outfield. Okay. What's the guy's name playing on left field?
What's the guy in second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
No, who's on first?
I don't know.
Third base.
We had a lot of plans to practice for the last month or so, and we practiced for the last few hours before we went on.
Mr. Dowd and I practiced for weeks upon weeks. Our lunch periods, our free periods, our mornings, our afternoons, our evenings. We dined together. We ate breakfast together. We broke bread together, practicing and trying to make it perfect.
How did it feel to perform in front of all of your students?
It was a lot of fun. Mr. Arecki was the real star of the show. Although Mr. Howard loves to say he doesn't want to do this stuff, he enjoyed every second of it.
I got a wicked confidential and a brand new Cadillac. And after school, I take a dip in the pool, which is really on the wall.
What do elves learn in school? The alphabet! I know for all my life that I'm funny, and tonight I proved it.
I had a dream about a burning house. You were stuck inside, I couldn't get you out.
Did you guys like the show?
It was amazing!
Wow, what an amazing show. I can't wait to see my teachers on Monday. Now back to you guys at the studio.
Thanks, Wesley, and great job to all the teachers who participated. Each year at Holmdel High School, a select group of juniors and seniors are inducted into the National Honor Society. After maintaining a 3.66 GPA or higher and completing 200+ hours of community service, upperclassmen students can apply to be in the society, and if selected, they choose a mentor and attend the ceremony. Michael Campanella reports on this year's ceremony.
It is such an honor for all of these wonderful students being inducted tonight and all of the terrific teachers who were chosen as their mentors. Let's go see how this special night went.
These students are really the best all-around students and terrific examples of what young leaders embody in a high school. I mean, scholarship, character, service, leadership, they embody all those qualities. They're not just great students, they're great people.
But they're not just your everyday Holmdel geniuses. In the past 3 or 4 years, they spent over 200 hours volunteering at hospitals and food pantries, sweeping the beaches after Sandy, saving the environment, and, well, the entire planet. They've been to Syria, China, India, Costa Rica, and Haiti for missions trips and refugee aid. They're varsity athletes and club presidents, team captains, and published researchers.
It's really an honor, and I'm very proud of myself for all the work I've done this past couple of years, and I'm really excited to keep working with the entire society and, you know, do more community service.
How does it feel having one of your former students choosing you to be their mentors?
Well, it's a real honor. This is really what it's all about for us. It's one of those wonderful days where you kind of reflect and appreciate all the hard work these kids do, and for one or two or a few of them to recognize us and choose us, it's a real honor.
What would you recommend to students who aspire to be in the National Honor Society?
I recommend you just work hard at everything you do, be involved in your community, be true to yourself, and aspire to be a leader.
Wow. Being here in this auditorium really showed me how special of a night this is and how great it is for everyone involved. I'm Michael Campanella, and back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Michael, and congratulations to all those inducted, including my BFF, Caroline Gates.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush.
No. Well, that's all we have for this week's episode. I'm Michael Koutelos.
And I'm Caroline Gates. Be sure to join us next time where, as always, we'll bring you the week's best at HHS.